Love the Ravens as much as we do? Then smash that subscribe button and stay locked in with Flock News for all the drama, updates, and excitement all season long. The rumor mill has been spinning out of control ever since whispers first emerged that the Baltimore Ravens were actively pursuing one of the most feared defensive talents in the league, Chase Young. Fans and analysts alike have been trying to connect the dots, speculating endlessly about how this move could reshape the landscape of opposing offenses. Chase Young, known for his unparalleled combination of speed, power, and relentless pursuit, has the ability to completely disrupt quarterbacks' timing, forcing offenses into uncomfortable, chaotic territory if the deal is truly finalized. The Ravens aren't just adding a player, they are signaling an aggressive, uncompromising statement to the rest of the league. Their defensive ambitions are serious, and they intend to dominate the trenches. The potential impact on opposing offensive lines cannot be overstated. Young's presence on the edge means double teams will be mandatory. Schemes will need to be altered, and even the most elite quarterbacks will find themselves under pressure. Almost immediately after the snap, the whispers alone have caused panic in mock drafts, fantasy leagues, and team playbooks, and the excitement among Ravens fans is palpable, with speculation ranging from whether he will instantly start disrupting divisional rivals to how his integration will redefine the team's defensive identity going forward. There's something almost cinematic about the idea of Chase Young donning the Ravens' purple, stepping onto a field where chaos is about to become the norm for anyone attempting to move the football. Every highlight reel of Young in college or the NFL shows a player capable of creating plays out of thin air, whether it's a sudden sack, a forced fumble, or a perfectly timed push into the backfield that collapses a whole play before it begins. Analysts are already theorizing endlessly about how the Ravens will configure their defensive line, whether they will pair him with existing stars to create an unstoppable duo, or if Young will be given the freedom to roam the line and hunt quarterbacks at will. The team's front office has reportedly been in constant contact with Young's representatives, subtly leaking that this move is imminent to keep the media on edge. And the speculation has been driving rival teams to re-examine every single offensive play they had planned. It's not just a player acquisition, it's an offensive headache, a strategic nightmare, and a statement of intent all wrapped into one. Fans have begun imagining what games will look like, visualizing chaos unfolding in opposing backfields. And the buzz on social media suggests that everyone is waiting for confirmation with bated breath. As the rumor gained traction, insiders began suggesting that this acquisition might not be about statistics alone. There's a growing narrative that the Ravens are attempting to build a psychological edge over every team they face. And what better way than by signing a player who embodies aggression, disruption, and a near-constant threat to offensive schemes? If Young truly joins Baltimore, offensive coordinators across the league may be forced into weeks of rethinking protections, snap counts, and quarterback mobility strategies. The mere idea of facing him could change game planning from the ground up, requiring extensive preparation and innovative thinking to prevent collapse in the pocket. Sources hint that the Ravens coaching staff has been envisioning creative blitzes, rotations, and alignments designed to maximize Young's natural abilities while simultaneously keeping the rest of the defense unpredictable. The potential domino effect of this signing is enormous. Not only will it influence in-game play calling, but it could also impact draft strategies, trade talks, and the mentality of entire rosters. The buzz isn't just about one player. It's about a ripple effect of chaos that could redefine how offenses approach a game against Baltimore. Rumors about contract details, while unconfirmed, are already swirling with alarming intensity. Speculation suggests that the Ravens are willing to invest significantly, reflecting not only Young's talent but also the urgency of their strategic vision. Money aside, the symbolic weight of this move is immense. Signing a defensive disruptor of this caliber signals to fans, opponents, and media alike that the Ravens are committed to building a team where defense can dictate the pace and tone of games, turning every possession into a psychological battle. The potential for Young to pressure quarterbacks into hurried decisions could lead to turnovers, momentum swings, and highlight reel plays that feed the narrative of Baltimore as a team that thrives on chaos. Analysts have begun mapping out the possible scenarios where Young faces elite offensive lines, imagining the confusion he could sow with sudden, unpredictable bursts of speed. And the media frenzy is only amplifying the perception that this is a transformational signing. The chatter online has reached fever pitch, with debates about whether this move might instantly make the Ravens a top contender in their division or if it's part of a longer-term plan to dominate defensively. Fans are already speculating wildly about how the team will integrate this talent into their existing defensive scheme. Will Young play primarily as a pass rusher, or will the Ravens create hybrid packages that allow him to roam freely and exploit mismatches? The conversation has become almost obsessive on forums and social media, with every fan imagining different line combinations, blitz timings, and coverage adjustments designed to amplify Young's natural abilities. Some insiders even suggest that the Ravens see this as a recruitment tool, a signal to other potential free agents that Baltimore is serious about defense and willing to make bold moves to secure top-tier talent. The psychological impact on opposing teams cannot be overstated. The rumor alone has already sparked concern, with some offensive coaches reportedly considering additional drills and simulations specifically to prepare for the hypothetical chaos Young could create. If true, the signing is less about filling a roster spot and more about instilling fear, unpredictability, and tactical disruption into the very foundation of opposing offenses. As the news travels, speculation about the broader implications continues to mount. Could this move ignite a ripple effect of defensive signings and trades across the league? Will other teams feel compelled to strengthen their offensive lines or adjust their quarterback protections in anticipation of Baltimore's new defensive threat? The rumors are fueling endless analysis, with some suggesting that Young's arrival could redefine the Ravens' identity, transforming them from a solid defensive unit into a terror-inducing powerhouse that every quarterback fears. Analysts and fans alike are debating endlessly, imagining scenarios where Young collapses the pocket before any offensive plan can even take shape. The narrative has grown beyond a simple player acquisition. It's now a story about strategic dominance, the pursuit of chaos, and the psychological warfare that comes with signing a player capable of controlling the line of scrimmage with terrifying efficiency. The chatter is electric, and the anticipation has reached a level where even hypothetical matchups are being dissected in minute detail, fueling the excitement and speculation that only a signing of this magnitude can generate. The excitement doesn't stop with just the defensive line, as speculation intensifies about how this signing might alter the dynamics of the entire team. Analysts are suggesting that Chase Young's mere presence could influence play calling across the offense as well, forcing adjustments to game tempo, running schemes, and even personnel decisions. The ripple effect is unavoidable. Quarterbacks will be under increased pressure. Running backs may be forced into evasive strategies, and offensive coordinators might have to completely reimagine their approach to every snap. The Ravens, according to insiders, are already exploring creative ways to maximize Young's impact without compromising team balance, a challenge that promises to generate endless speculation and debate among fans and experts alike. Social media has been flooded with theoretical alignments, imagined blitz packages, and heated arguments over whether Young's arrival will immediately tip the scales in Baltimore's favor or if it will take time for his integration to yield tangible results. The drama surrounding the rumor has become almost performative, as if the signing itself is a narrative crafted to provoke fear, excitement, and intense discussion simultaneously. Even without official confirmation, the speculation alone has become a story that dominates sports talk, creating a feedback loop of excitement, analysis, and conjecture that seems almost unstoppable. What is equally fascinating is the psychological warfare that this signing introduces. The Ravens are rumored to be using the anticipation strategically, leaking selective information about potential schemes, alignments, and Young's role to generate uncertainty among opposing teams. The rumor itself is a tool designed to make offensive coordinators overthink, quarterbacks second-guess, and offensive lines hesitate, creating chaos before the first snap even occurs. Sources suggest that the coaching staff is aware of this effect and is actively leveraging it, knowing that anticipation and unpredictability are as powerful as any physical skill on the field. Fans have begun fantasizing about highlight plays, imagining scenarios where Young collapses pockets, forces hurried throws, and completely alters the rhythm of a game, even without stepping onto the field. The narrative of his signing has begun to dictate discussions across sports media, fueling speculation, debates, and theories that expand far beyond the immediate team, extending into league-wide strategy and hypothetical matchups that dominate conversation. Insiders hint that the potential chaos Young brings could spark a domino effect across the league, as rival teams scramble to counteract Baltimore's rumored defensive strategy. Offensive lines may need to beef up in free agency. Quarterbacks could demand additional protection, and playbooks may see unprecedented changes aimed at neutralizing the disruptive force of a single player. The narrative has become larger than life, combining individual skill with strategic disruption, psychological intimidation, and league-wide consequences. Analysts speculate endlessly about scenarios in which Young faces the most elite offensive lines. Imagining the pressure, confusion, and breakdowns he could create in real time, social media is ablaze with projections, mock matchups, and heated debates about whether his presence might instantaneously elevate the Ravens into elite defensive status, or if it is merely the opening move in a longer, more intricate strategy. The rumor has effectively transformed into a storyline with multiple layers: athletic dominance, tactical innovation, and a psychological chess game that spans beyond the stadium into every corner of professional football discourse. There's also a growing sense among insiders that this signing signals more than just defensive aggression. It represents a philosophical statement about the Ravens' identity moving forward. The team appears willing to invest in players who embody disruption, intimidation, and relentless pursuit, crafting a defensive philosophy that prioritizes chaos, unpredictability, and psychological leverage over traditional metrics. Fans and analysts alike are debating the implications, speculating that this approach could redefine how the team operates on every level. From practice sessions to in-game decision-making, the rumors have inspired countless scenarios in which opposing quarterbacks are pressured into hurried decisions. Offensive lines struggle to adjust, and plays unravel before they can materialize. The narrative surrounding the signing is so potent that it has become a self-fulfilling prophecy in media discussion, with each rumor amplifying the perception that Baltimore is about to become one of the most fearsome defensive teams in recent memory, capable of shaping the flow and outcome of games simply by the presence of one transformative player. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens, and hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. Fans are particularly enthralled by the potential impact on divisional rivalries, imagining the chaos Young could inflict on familiar opponents. The rumor has ignited a flurry of predictions about how traditional power dynamics might shift, and whether teams that once relied on precision and timing will be forced to adapt or collapse under pressure. Social media threads are filled with debates about potential sack totals, forced turnovers, and highlight reel plays, all stemming from a signing that has not even been officially announced. Analysts suggest that the excitement is not just about what Young can do individually, but about how his presence could empower the rest of the defense, create synergy across the line, and establish a culture of disruption that permeates the team. Every imagined scenario contributes to the growing anticipation, with each discussion reinforcing the notion that Baltimore is positioning itself to dominate through chaos, fear, and the calculated unpredictability that one player can introduce. The buzz continues to grow as speculation shifts toward future strategy and long-term planning. If Young joins the Ravens, will this inspire similar moves in upcoming drafts, free agency, and even coaching philosophy? Analysts are already imagining a league-wide shift where defensive chaos becomes a premium, forcing teams to rethink traditional approaches and offensive strategies. The rumor alone has created a wave of anticipation and tension that feeds itself. The more it circulates, the more teams, media, and fans obsess over potential outcomes. This is not just about a player acquisition, it is about a ripple effect that could influence league-wide strategy, player valuation, and the psychological balance of games for years to come. Fans are waiting with bated breath, and every leaked detail, every insider tip, and every whispered analysis fuels the growing narrative of a Ravens defense that is poised to reshape the NFL landscape. Ultimately, the story of Baltimore potentially signing Chase Young is more than a transaction. It is a symbol of ambition, aggression, and disruption. The rumor has sparked conversations that blend athleticism, strategy, and psychological warfare into a single, irresistible narrative. Fans, analysts, and rival teams are all caught in a whirlwind of speculation, imagining what chaos might unfold when one of the league's most formidable defensive talents steps onto the field in purple. The implications stretch far beyond individual plays, affecting draft strategies, game planning, and the mental approach of every offense that dares to face them. Whether or not the signing is officially confirmed, The rumor has already transformed the conversation, making Baltimore a focal point of intrigue, excitement, and anticipation in professional football. The narrative of chaos, domination, and strategic disruption has taken hold, and everyone is waiting to see how, or if, it will manifest on the field in the most dramatic way imaginable. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.